Good morning, everyone. It's a later morning to me than probably most Americans because I woke up, what is it, like 10:30? I don't even know what time it is. I had some morning thoughts and just wanted to express them out. And I was going on Instagram and I had a conversation with someone on Facebook. See, we're millennials. We talk on Facebook. It's social media, so it's a very common thing to be able to talk and have conversations with people that you may not even know, but it still be just like previous generations of older time that didn't have the internet or didn't have phones. Would pick up small talk on the street, and say, "Oh, Margaret, hey, you'll never guess this conversation I had with this guy named Frank today. I met on the street." You know what I mean? It's kind of the same thing. And what I realized, and I'm starting to just clarify in my mind, is that there are a lot of damaged humans. In fact, all of us are damaged in some degree, some capacity, some way, some method, and that's okay. You are damaged. I am damaged, okay? The best thing we can do, the most healthy thing we can do for our emotional well-being is to accept that, right? To accept our flaws, to accept our weaknesses, because that takes the most courage. You really want to create a strong individual in yourself, confront the things inside of you that you're most insecure about, the things that you wish no one would ever know, that you hide. You spend so much energy and time hiding because you don't want anyone to know because you're afraid. Well, make that person you. Let you know about it. Let the other part of you, everything you want is on the other side of fear. You've heard that before. And if you haven't, it's a good thing to know. Let that part of you confront those insecurities. And there is a very healthy way to develop strength within your own emotional well-being. So emotions are just sensors. They are telling us what we're feeling. And I think the most effective thing to do is to figure out why. Use our emotions to our advantage, not succumb to them and let them take over and control our reactions and responses, but use them as sensors to figure out, okay, why am I feeling anxious? Maybe I'm spending too much time thinking about the future when I should be spending more time in the present. Why am I feeling depressed? Maybe I'm spending too much time thinking about the past, right? Past traumas, past experiences, things that I wish went a certain way, but they didn't. Or maybe depression is telling me that I'm being a little too fake. I'm not actually doing what I think I want to do. I'm not actually being the person that I want to be. Therefore, there's an inner battle on my intuition saying that's not who you are, which is what Jim Carrey's definition of depression is. He says depression is your avatar telling yourself that I'm fed up with this fake person we've built. I found that to be true personally. Anger. What's anger telling me? Well, it's not telling me that I have any right to go treat someone more or with less respect just because my feelings were offended. It's telling me that there's something that was just said, right, that triggered me, that bothers me, that I've not dealt with internally yet. See, everything is a reflection of ourselves. What would sadness tell me? Sadness tells me that I've lost something or something has happened that towards something that I take value in, like a loss of a family member or like breaking up in a relationship. There's this sadness so our sensors, those are emotional sensors. And I kind of got off on a rant there, but I really like the content that came out. But what I want to make it about, and we're at 3 minutes, I want to try to keep this under 5 minutes, is that people who are hurt and have developed trauma and have not coped with it yet, use other people to get their emotional energy. They consume it. Psychologists call it narcissism, right? And we all have narcissistic tendencies, so I'm not trying to be a guy that's just diagnosing here. But what I'm saying is that those people can seemingly hurt others in order to get emotional energy themselves. So they feel good at the expense of other people. And that makes us mad, right? Well, what I'm saying is that we should equally be cautious of them, because what did they go through that wasn't necessarily their fault that's causing them to treat others that way? Now, I'm all about responsibility and accountability, so I'm not saying get these guys off the hook. What I'm saying is it's good for us to be aware of one another's problems, right? And there are humans that are capable of producing their own energy and then humans that aren't, so they'll take it from others at the expense. So what I'm suggesting is that we can evolve, right? And love is more influential than anything else. So the loving humans evolve and can start absorbing things from others since we know how to recharge our emotional energy. Therefore, we can give it out. So if someone wants to take it from me, well, instead of them taking it, what if I already built up enough to where I wanted to invest it into them anyways? And that way we take charge and we can start helping a generation heal. And I believe as humanity, we can evolve into neo-humanity, which is more of a spiritual take on it, more of a understanding between the tendencies and frequencies of the other soul. And I think in that way we can start going forward. So that's all I have to say. I love you all. Just under 5 minutes. Hell yeah. Have a good day. Follow my channel, subscribe, like this video, all that stuff. See ya.